Socrates said, "The only thing that I know is that I know nothing." I learned this as a freshman in college when reading Plato. And yet, at the time, while I thought it was really cool to be reading the ancient Greeks, I didn't get what it meant. Today, having attended countless psychology and neuroscience and interpersonal neurobiology and spiritual retreats and seminars and conferences and so on, I can tell you that this is a theme that comes up repeatedly. And what it's really about is willingness. It's expressed in a lot of different ways. One of my favorites is, we don't know what we don't know. It's kind of hard to argue with that. We really have no idea what we don't know. And so having a curiosity about what someone else might be saying or gaining a perspective that we haven't previously understood actually can be wildly beneficial. Another expression I've heard is that the mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. I love that one. So if you check your knowledge at the door along with your coat, you can always pick it up on your way out. But maintaining an open mind or a blank slate, a beginner's mindset with any particular subject has become one of my great objectives in life, because I recognize that if I bring what I think I know into a situation where I'm learning something that should be new, I'm going to judge that. And if I'm judging it, I'm just projecting my world onto something that is very different from what my world has previously ever offered to me. And the more I have maintained a truly, hopefully, somewhat open mind, at least more open than it was before, the more I've come to realize that there is a tremendous world out there with a lot of different perspectives. Now, I'm not saying that that means that there are terrible people and or behaviors of people, and that we should begin to be open-minded about why their behaviors are so terrific and wonderful. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Stephen Covey actually said this. He said in his 5th rule or habit of highly effective people, he said, "Seek first to understand, then to be understood." So, as you can see, this is a recurring theme where a lot of very wise people have propounded this for a very long time. So I want to encourage people who learn with me to keep an open mindset. What I do is bring science to spiritual teachings and other practices, but basically what it's really about is using mental focusing techniques. Some people call that a spiritual practice because it's meditation and used in Buddhism and in some other traditions and in parts of Christianity and Judaism and so on. But it's mental focusing. It's just about focusing your attention in a particular way, and there are a bunch of different ways to do that. Purely non-religious, purely secular, and it's about learning about your own mind. And so when we bring an open mind to that environment, and then we bring that open mindset to new content that we haven't been exposed to before, new perspectives, new ways of handling our stress, new ways of working better with our team, new ways of leading from a place of strength that isn't dominating, but rather is empowered by EQ, emotional intelligence. We live better lives. We're more successful. We're happier. We're freer of the prison of the mind. That's what I do for you and your team. So I invite you to consider some of these perspectives and keep an open mind. Thank you.